Thank you. We're really good at finding digital stuff. I mean, I can search online for practically anything and find it almost instantly. So why can't I find my friggin' keys or my purse when I'm trying to get out the door? And why can't my kids find any of their stuff? Well, today that ends with Grok it, the smartphone way to find your stuff. You tag your stuff with these lightweight tags, and then you Grok it with our app on your smartphone attached to our Groker device. Tony here is our CTO, and he's a brilliant guy, but he's a bit of a loser. How many hours have you spent hunting around for that wallet? So now we're going to Grok it. He attaches the tag to his wallet, and we're going to help him lose it. The tags are lightweight, as you see, about the size of an address label. They're cheap. They cost under $1 each, so you can afford to tag a lot of your stuff. And they have no battery, so once you attach them, you never have to think about them again. Now, once Tony realizes that he doesn't have his wallet, he Groks it. He attaches his smartphone to the Groker via the audio port, a quick and universal port allowing us to support all smartphones. He runs the app, selects his wallet, and he's off Grokking. He'll find the wallet when he's within about 6 to 10 feet, meaning he'll scan a room about 15 seconds. There we go. It'll beep to lead him to the wallet, and he's got it. Show you what that looks like in real life. Here's a short clip from our user testing. This is Peppy. He's 7 years old, and he can't find the flashlight he needs to go to sleep with. Oh, they didn't hook it up. Anyway, it's beeping now, and they've pulled it back to him. There we go. And Peppy's got the flashlight and a winning smile. So now let's take a look at what the app looks like. When you run Grok it, it brings you first to a list of all the items that you've tagged. You can give them an owner, descriptive text, even a photo. You can scroll through the list, or you can narrow it with text. We'll narrow it just to Tony's items. And then you select the item you want to find, and it goes into search mode. When it finds the item, it beeps and gives you the found screen. This is the RFID currently being used in the supply chain. It's what Walmart uses to track and inventory the blue jeans that you purchase. But for the first time, we're making it available to everyday people to do fantastic things, like find your stuff. Beyond that, what if you could know before you left that you had everything you needed and you weren't leaving anything behind? Tony's tagged all the stuff in his gym bag, and it's being inspected. And he Groked it. It made an immediate set that he called Tony's gym bag. Now every time before he leaves for the gym, he Groks the bag, and he's good to go. Or perhaps he's packed up his luggage and he's ready to leave the hotel room. He Groks the luggage. He's missing his phone charger. Hotel managers will tell you they have boxes of left-behind phone chargers. So he Groks the hotel room, and he finds it right there under the towel. There we go. This is just the beginning for Grok it. Like GPS exploded when it hit the consumer market, passive RFID will do the same, led by our platform, which includes a development platform for rapid deployment of vertical application. Apps for things like sports teams, moving, property management, elderly care, anywhere where there's a lot of stuff to track and find. Today, we're pleased to announce that we're beginning to take reservations for Grok it, so please head to our website after we're allowed to make it live when we're done, or find us at the demo table to sign up for yours today. The initial price is $159 for the Groker and 25 tags. Additional revenue streams come from add-on sales of the tags and from a subscription on the back end for advanced features. Everything you've seen here is bootstrapped by our 3-person team in the last 6 months, and now we're looking for our seed round of a $400K convertible note with a $4 million cap and 20% discount. So please find me or email launch@ugrokit.com to be part of this round. We're Grok it, and we invite you to stop searching and start grokking.
The first question is, what happened when you brought that through security?
You know, that goes through security fine. My bar of soap gets stopped at the airport.
Just so people know, if people were raising around, I asked them to just mention that. So questions?
I have the same question that probably everyone has. Just talk about the roadmap for form factor and how you get something to be much, much smaller. How do you get the passive RFID tags to be almost sort of non-visible so that you can have a much more elegant?
So for the tags, ultimately, manufacturers are going to build those tags into their products because the supply chain wants them, but there's no direct benefit to the consumer. So right now, they're adding those tags after manufacture, and they're taking them off at point of sale. When there's a direct benefit to the consumer, the manufacturers will build them because they're quite cheap. And then the manufacturer has a connection to the consumer in the home. You'd be able to grok the item and order a new pair of blue jeans, or register it, or return it. For the grokker, I will turn it over to my CTO.
So this is the working prototype that I was using. This is actually our model of how big it'll be. It's focused on a couple of things. You have to have a little bit of an antenna here to be able to get the range that you need with batteryless, really cheap tags. And then after that, it's focused on something that fits well in your hand, fits well in like a computer bag or a purse, and of course is orange to make it more easy to find it.
What if I can't find my Grokker?
Right, so we've heard this question before. First, I'm giving you one thing to find instead of everything that you own. All right? Secondly, now follow me on this one. You can grok the grokker with another grokker. Okay. Sounds a little recursive, but you could, if you had another one, if a friend had one, you could grok it with that. And we made it orange for a reason.
Sorry, just to press on this again for a second.
Yep.
So, what other technology paths could you have taken where you wouldn't have needed a secondary device and you wouldn't have been basically bounded by physical limits of antenna length and frequencies?
Well, we could have taken like Bluetooth or the new Bluetooth LE, and then there are a couple of other low power technologies like that. The problem is they're active. There are two problems. First of all, they need batteries, so you need to recharge stuff. And if you're putting tags on your kids' gloves and sweaters and stuff, you're not going to want to recharge those, even if it's every 6 months. And the other thing is they're not cheap. Those tags end up, products like that, that's what competing products are, and the tags are 20 bucks or more a piece. It's awesome if you want to find 2 or 3 things, and you can find them at a longer range. But if you want to tag all the stuff around your house, this is really the technology that works for that problem.
This also allows that set feature where I can immediately make a set of the gym bag or the luggage and then know if I've left anything.
But I think maybe what you're asking is more like, why not build a base station or 2 double base stations that have a server built into it, and I just knows where everything is all the time, and I just have an app, and I just open up my app, and it's just got everything in my house all the time where it is.
So we could
So I
do a
don't have to
sensor
walk
network
around
in the
with a
house,
device.
and we could
Right.
extend this to be a sensor network in the house. But what we found in our testing, handhelds is what people want because they don't just lose things in the house. They lose things at the gym, they lose things at school, they lose things all over the place. They leave them behind at the hotel. So the sensor network could extend into the house with fixed ones and also have the handheld. That's part of our roadmap.
What's the BOM on the device? On the actual raw BOM?
The actual BOM for the device plus the tags and things for the whole first product will initially be about 60 bucks and then coming down to under 30 as our volume goes up.
And what's the big cost in that $60?
The biggest single cost is the RFID chip, because right now those chips exist and they work well, but it's really a high margin, low volume enterprise thing. It's not in the consumer space yet.
When you were looking at consumer use cases, did you find that people were more interested in finding everything versus actually finding a key set of things like their wallets or their phones or their...
So our initial target market for this product is families with children ages 3 to 12. Because when the kids start to walk, the stuff starts to walk. And they have a lot of crap and they don't know where it is.
Awesome. Great. Any other questions? Let's hear it for you, Grok it.
Thank you.